Good afternoon, everyone. We are Dragon Consultancy, and as a business, we aim to help other businesses implement the different methods of management and information systems. We also, during our business analysis, managed to find different problems that our selected business has, and we came up with different solutions in order to help them. Now, I'm going to introduce you to our Assistant Director, Elmi.
Good afternoon. I would like to introduce our team. I'd like to start with myself. I'm Elmi. I'm the Assistant Director. Next to me is Ergen, who is the Strategy Advisor. And next to him is Pravina, who is the Management Consultant. And lastly, we have Mirs, who is the Consultancy Advisor. So who are we? We're a team of consultants. Our main objective as consultancy is to provide the most logical solution to any problem the business may have. We also provide valuable support and information to the business in any field they may need help in. And further on, we share our expertise and knowledge to help businesses attain goals and solve problems. Fixing and improving any particular component is the job we get paid to do. So choosing our business, why do we choose this particular business? Well, first of all, we looked around local area and we came up with 5 possible business. Which one of them was Sapore Cafe? The reason we chose specifically Sapore Cafe was that the other 4 businesses rejected us to do the interview with them. So we were willing to do the interview with Sapore Cafe on that basis. We already had the 10 interview question ready at hand to ask them, and from there come up with possible problems to solve them. And to talk about leadership and ownership on the business, I would like to introduce my colleague, Pravina.
So with regards to this business, it is owned by Mr. and Mrs. Ali 9 years ago, and the business has been established for 20 years. The key aims and objective of this business is to provide good customer service, to retain the loyalty of the customers, and innovate within the food that they sell. The types of product that are sold in this cafe is paninis for breakfast, hot and cold drinks, Lebanese lunch dishes, and sandwiches. So when we was discussing in the meeting, we found that Sapore Cafe has been facing with few difficulties, i.e. there is no online presence, they are handling their stock manually, there is no advertisement, there is no receipts given to the customers, there is no company website, there is lack of training with their staffs, there's conflicts between them, and there is no succession plan for the future. So this is our simple cash flow budget for the company. This includes the expenditure and the income that business has coming in and going out. So we will show the presentation to the business. Now I'm going to be handing over to Elmi to discuss about the problem 1 that the business has been facing.
So one of the problems that we noticed was the lack of staff and training. Also, there was lack of productivity, meaning there's no productivity in the employees. So that means it can increase in human errors and potentially mean experienced employees has to spend more time supervising tasks that they shouldn't have to. And that will obviously lead to less profit coming into the company. So for that, we came up with 3 possible solutions. One of them is to provide employees with health and safety training. And second one would be to provide online training opportunities so that they can search online and further develop their skills and experience. Last one would be to give the employees a graded examination in the first year they're working for the business, which means that every 2 to 3 months they do exams. For the most appropriate solution out of those 3, we felt that it should be the health and safety training. We all know that health and safety should be the number 1 priority to any business. We also know that it's a cafe we're dealing with here, and and there's sharp equipment involved, and there's going to be hot food. Safety should always come first, and we felt that if employee felt sick during that time, that would cause major problems to the business. So we felt like if an employee leaves work, he should be able to come back the next day in a very good health. So to talk about problem 2, I would like to introduce my colleague, Mirs.
Okay, so for our second problem, we noticed that there's a lack of advertisement at the moment, along with a lack of online presence. Nowadays, it's very important that businesses are able to have the 2 problems above mentioned, because it allows them to increase their traffic and also make more profit. So we noticed that they don't have no engagement with the target audience due to the 2 problems, because not having a social presence and not having no advertisement, this means that they will not have no relationship with their customers, which will also lead to less profit. Second point will be, some people are actually not aware of the business, so this means that they don't have no customers. They don't have no loyalty towards the business. And the final point will also be reputation. There's loads of business in the area, and because of the large city that we live in, London is a city of opportunity. And there, we think that our selected business is missing, because there's so many people in London, and they could definitely do something about this. That's why we came up with 3 solutions for it. So our first one will be to suggest creating a social media page. This includes from Facebook to Instagram to Twitter and so much more, where they can develop a social media presence online and also attract more people to their cafe. Second of all will be to create a website. Most businesses nowadays have a website where they can create their own online presence, and this will also allow them to make more money once more people are aware of their business. And third of all will be banners. Banners is a very common way of getting traffic, either online or offline, and most businesses are actually using this to their own advantage. And we're going to also present to you our appropriate IS solution, which will be social media. Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram are one of the biggest social media platforms at the moment, and creating a page where our selected business can create their own online presence will be very good for them, and also allow them to grow as a business as more people will be aware of them. And Facebook at the moment, they have 68% of their traffic coming from adult users. This means that they can attract more people to their page due to the age range that's currently on the social media platform, and this allows people to just come and be aware of the business. Second of all will be Instagram. Instagram currently has 500 million people on the social media, and this will also be very beneficial because as young people, we discovered that because they're located near London South Bank University, this also allows them to attract more students from the university to come, because most of them have Instagram. And finally will be Twitter. Twitter is also a very good social media platform to be introduced to the business, because like I said, most of students are located in the area, and because they have quick access to social media, they will also be able to be introduced to the business and also see what they can do and create more traffic. Now I'm going to introduce to my fellow colleague, Ed.
The third problem we identified was manual stock handling. The way the business did this was through manually writing it down on pen and paper whenever their orders came in for their specific products. One of the problems we found with this was that there was often excess inventory in the storage. This is because through simply marking down stock on pen and paper, it's easily misread and miswritten, so the owners would often order more stock than they needed in order to simply supplement what they thought was stock that they needed. There's often human errors when counting stock manually. This is through simply just writing it down incorrectly or not counting it properly, and it's also labour intensive. The solutions we found for this was managing inventory on different values of products. So this would be put into a tier system of about 3 tiers we thought would be best. Tier 1 being the most expensive, Tier 2 being the medium cost products, and Tier 3 being the low cost products. This way it would be easy for the business to identify what products are where and simply easily find the product based on their value. The second solution we found was creating an online database, and this was our main solution that we found, because online database is something that is used by almost every business, every modern business, and through this way it's much cleaner and neater than pen and paper would be, and it's much more easy to analyze and understand the levels of stock that you have. And again, linked to the previous point, as you can store this database on cloud software. This would prevent the problem of losing the database, as opposed to having it on pen and paper and just losing that. And another solution would be short interval stock recording. So again, implementing the software part, you would manually look at stock levels and check stock levels to avoid the issue of having extra stock in your possession. The ultimate solution we thought of again was the online database. You're able to put the products into specific systems and tables, and helps to keep track of stock and store online, so the changes can be made easily with it being online, and it's easily accessible to members of the organization, and easily read and easily understood. And the database is also would be secured, so that it would avoid any potential hacking or any loss that would lead to causing problems with the business. This is just an example of the type of database we aim to implement into the business that we have spoken to, and that's our aim. And finally, to wrap it up, I'd like to introduce my colleague, Miss.
So, as a conclusion of our business analysis, we have discussed the problems that the business has, and also the protection solutions that they can implement in the business. And as a consultancy, we truly believe that we identified the best solutions that we could in order to ensure that it's accessible for our selected business and it's easy to implement in order to grow organically. Thank you very much.